Hello my friends, this is a yoga for sore muscles class targeted at athletes, and funny story, I actually filmed it myself after a day of intense running and filming 5 classes the day prior. So I was very sore when I filmed this. This is the exact moves I do. Let's get on the mat.
It's time to feel uplifted. To begin, just find some length in the body. So cross the left foot behind the right. So I'm going to do the opposite so we can mirror each other. And then left arm up. Hold the left wrist with the right hand. Inhale, get tall. And exhale, come into this crescent moon shape. Big side body stretch. You can experiment with where this back foot is in space. A lot of times we don't realize it, but the side body gets really tight when we're sore. Everything compacts down, especially if you've been running. So hold the wrist and really pull here. Again, experiment with where this back foot is in space, like I'm showing on the screen, and then bump the hips out and spiral the heart to the ceiling. Couple deep breaths here. Inflating the side ribs with breath. And then taking it to the other side. So opposite foot crosses behind, holds the wrist, big side bend. Spiral heart to ceiling, really pull on the wrist, lengthen the tailbone down. Imagine making that crescent moon shape, deep, deep, deep. Maybe gaze up, last breath. Good, and then inhale, sweep both arms up, coming back to center. Exhale, fold forward, bend the knees deeply because we're sore. Hold opposite elbows and just sway side to side. Head heavy, chin into chest. Crown of head points directly towards the floor, so you're really releasing and tractioning the low back here. Inhale, come into a half lift. So you're just going to press the hands into the shins, glide the shoulder blades down the back, lengthen behind the heart. And then exhale, bend the knees generously to fold forward. 2 more times. Inhale, half lift. Get long, lengthen behind the heart. Exhale, melt, head drops. Last time, inhale, really press the hands into the shin, telescope the torso out of the pelvis, and then exhale, melt. And this time, inhale, get long. Exhale, step back to your downward facing dog. So using down dog just as an opportunity to kind of pedal out the legs, bend the right knee, extend the left heel to the floor, and then opposite way. Prance and feeling through the feet, through the ball mound of the foot. Nice little hamstring stretch. Down dog's always just a nice opportunity to notice what's going on with the body. Spread the fingers, press down through the knuckles. Step or carry the right foot forward. So you can always kind of carry it up. Drop the back left knee, hands to the thigh, interlace the fingers, press the hands into the thigh, lift the heart, but exhale, let the hip sink down. Nice stretch for psoas, inner groin, maybe outer hip. 2 more deep breaths here. Just letting everything sink and melt towards the floor. Inhale lifts the heart. Exhale, the hips sink deeper. 1 more breath. Left hand to the floor. Right toe is going to heel toe to the corner of the mat. Option 1, take both hands to the inside of the knee. And now we're in a lizard variation of that same lunge. Just let the hips drop towards the floor. Should be a lot of juicy opening. If you can and have the range of motion to do so, bend the back knee, put all the weight in the left hand. You may need to reposition it a little bit wider and reach the right arm up and over to hold the pinky toe side of the foot. This is totally optional. Otherwise, you're just staying here and swaying side to side. Otherwise, pull the heel towards the seat and the seat towards the heel. Rotate the chest towards the ceiling or the sky, and then squeeze the inner thighs together. 3 deep, nourishing breaths. Heart to ceiling if you have the quad stretch. Gently letting it go, and we'll all meet in lizard. Shift your weight back onto the left shin. So heel toe this right foot back to the center of the mat, and then manually kind of move it back in space. So you really plug the right femur back into the hip socket. That's going to give you the deepest stretch as we now inhale, get length, and exhale from the navel, fold forward. So this doesn't have to be super intense. Just take it to a range that you can breathe into, especially if your body's already sore. It's not going to respond well to being aggressive. So just find a place where you can breathe deeply. 3 breaths here. Big hamstring stretch. Keep the toes flexed back towards the face. All 5 toes point towards the sky. Good, and then rebend into that right knee. Curl the back left toes under and just press back to dog. Pedal through the feet. Maybe yearn both heels towards the ground as you spread the fingers wide, pressing down through the knuckles. And then step or carry that left foot forward. Drop the right knee to the mat, interlace the fingers, press into the thigh. Use that to open the heart, arch back, and then exhale, hips melt down. Maybe close the eyes, 3 more breaths, just settle in, relax. Relax the sole of the back foot. Relax everything, jaw loose, tongue loose. Right hand and left hand come to the mat. Heel toe the left foot wide. Heel on the mat, toes off the mat. Sway side to side. Imagine the hips had those big cinder block type weights attached to them. So there's just a lot of gravity pulling everything down. And if you did it on the other side, widen the right hand slightly, lift the left arm, bend the back knee. This is totally optional as an additional quad stretch. Pull heel into seat, squeeze inner thighs together, spiral heart to ceiling. Whatever variation you're in, 3 deep breaths. If you're holding the foot, really kick the foot into the hand to give you the deepest quad stretch. Let the foot go if you had that variation. Everyone now will straighten the left leg, flex the toes, get the foot back in the center of the mat, and then adjust it. Pull the ankle back towards you. So you really plug the left femur into the hip socket, and then inhale, lengthen, exhale, fold. Keeping the left toes really actively flexed back towards the face. Scissoring action in the inner groin, inner thighs. Breathe in. Telescope the torso out of the pelvis. You get a little longer. Exhale through your core, your abdominal muscles, you fold. Just taking it to a range that feels comfortable for today. Last breath. Bend the left knee. Come back into your dog pose. Maybe let both heels yearn towards the ground. It's okay if they don't touch. And then drop the knees towards the mat. Inhale, open across the chest, so rippling into some juicy movements now here. Cow pose, collarbones broaden, shoulder heads back. And then exhale, look at your navel, round deeply, tailbone lengthens to the space between your knees. Few more, your in-breath. Opening the chest, maybe curling the toes under. Exhale, you're out, deeply rounding. Gazing at the navel. 2 more. Just soothing the body here. Good. After this next inhalation, make sure the toes are curled under. You're going to sit back on your heels for a really intense toe stretch. So flip that little pinky toe forward. If this is too intense, you can keep the hands on the mat. If you really want to go for the stretch, you're going to sit your booty back on the heels. A lot of the times we don't think of our feet being sore, but often they are because the body kind of works from the ground up. So breathe into this intensity in the feet. A lot of times if we can open the feet and the fascia in the feet, the whole body kind of gets this signal to relax. You can kind of move the booty side to side here. More intense would be to be on the heels, sitting straight up. And then if you're up for keeping the toe stretch, keep it. Otherwise, you can just curl the toes under and sit on the heels. Inhale, circle the arms down, around, and up. Bend the right elbow and hold the right elbow with the left hand. So look at my hand on my back. You want to make a big, wide palm print right between your shoulder blades. From there, press your head into your bicep. And you're going to notice that your ribs are going to want to pop out and come into this sway back booty pop. So counteract that. Imagine someone lacing up your Scarlett O'Hara type corset. Pull the ribs in, press the head into the bicep, and couple deep breaths here. If this feels easy for you, take the left hand, thumbs down, and come into the full bind, holding your shirt or interlacing the hands. Totally optional. Otherwise, just hold the elbow like we were before, knitting the ribs in. If you can keep the toe stretch, that's awesome. If it's too much, you're just going to sit on the heels. Inhale fully. Exhale completely. Good. Wherever you are, gently let go. Inhale, sweep the arms up. You can come onto the knees if you want. And exhale, take the hands down through prayer till they meet at heart center. Good. Again, inhale, arms sweep up. This time, hold the left elbow with the right hand. Big wide palm right between your shoulder blades, pressing between your shoulder blades. It's going to make the stretch deeper. Press the head into the bicep, dip the chin, and then lace up your corset. Notice if the ribs have splayed open. If you want to challenge yourself and come into the toe stretch, you can. If you've had enough of that, just stay seated on the heels. I never want to do this stretch, but I'm always so happy I did, because especially when you're sore, you tend to be all hunched over and kind of yucky feeling, and this really opens up the chest and the heart. Thumbs down with the left hand if you did it on the other side to take the full bind. Ribs in, 2 more deep breaths. Really nicely done. Release that, let it go. Inhale, breathe in. Exhale, hands through prayer. And then coming to finish in a wide-legged forward fold. So make sure your heels are wider than your toes and your legs are about 1 leg's distance apart. Inhale, find length, and exhale, just fold over 2 straight legs. Or if they need to bend, that's fine too. Let the head dangle, shake the head yes and no. Take the heels a little bit wider still so you feel a really nice stretch on the outer shins and the outer ankles. 2 more deep breaths. Everything soft, jaw soft, tongue soft. And then turn the right toes to the right, and you're just going to bend into the right knee. It might look like this for you. Or you might want to come all the way down to the floor, in which case please flex the left foot. So wherever you are, up here or down low, we're just getting into inner groin, outer hip, and then we'll just take it to the other side, whatever that looks like for you, whether it's up or down with that big flex in the foot. 1 more breath. Great, and then come back to your wide-legged forward fold, toes in, heels out. Really drape the body. Go for that stretch in the outer ankles, outer shins. Rock the weight forward into your hands and toes and then back into the heels. So you can find some interesting places to open up on the outside of the shins and ankles. Good, and then hands to hips. Inhale, find a flat back so your spine is parallel to the floor. Press into your thighs, get longer sitting bones to crown of head. Exhale, and then inhale, come up to stand. Heel, toe, or jump the feet together, kind of shake everything out. I always like to do that when I'm sore. Just shake, 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 shake. And then inhale, arms up, sweep up. Exhale, hands to prayer. I hope you feel a little less sore after practicing with me. From my heart to yours. Namaste.
I am leading a 40-day Kriya coming up soon. A 40-day Kriya means that you're gonna do Kundalini Yoga every single day for 40 days with the support of me and an amazing community. In this special challenge, I have a 5-minute, a 30-minute, and 1-hour class for you to choose from. So you can choose which to commit to and make sure that it will fit with your schedule. The tradition of doing a 40-day practice is something that has completely changed my life, given me incredible insights about my personality, and fueled my own personal development. I want to share all of this with you in this new program. Click the link in the cards or find it in the description below this video to sign up. I hope you'll be joining me for this special journey. So much love from my heart to yours. Namaste.